Making me sad because I'm realizing how much better financially I could be. um, but
Like how,
no,
just for like perspective's sake, how big were these bags?
it was in total. So like the 100%, not what I would have taken home. The 100% of all these deals.
Man, in your intro, we talked about you're an inspiring TikToker. What inspired that journey? Like we seen your TikToker or TikTok, and it's bumping. It's doing good.
Not like, here's the thing. Like when I say I'm done with TikTok, I don't mean I've deleted the app. I have the app. I'm human.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to that thing.
There we go.
I don't post for engagement anymore.
Sure.
Like I'm not obsessing over, oh, this only got like 300 likes, I'm gonna delete it. Like no, I don't really care anymore. So it all started, I was actually it's like a 2-day thing. I was with my dad and he was like, have you heard of this app called TikTok? And I was like, yeah, I don't have it. Like it's dumb. Because that was when like those cringe compilations were coming out.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, no, like why would I don't have that, dad. That's like, that's for child. That's for children. I'm better than that. My dad brought it up because he's in like the media. So he like does all these stories about this.
Sure.
And so then that night I went over to my friend's house and we were just like, it was like after the club and we're like at his house like 3:30 or something like that in the morning, and we're just sitting in his basement watching TikTok cringe compilations. And I was like, hey, let's make one. So I downloaded the app. I made a TikTok, and my first ever TikTok, I think now is on like maybe 20K views. I'm not even going to scroll down. I have so many videos. Essentially that started it because the next day or like a few days later or something like that, for some reason I didn't have classes. So it was like on the app and I was like, screw it. Like I'll like join some of these. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, what's the harm, right? And then so then one of them eventually like blew up overnight, like 100 and something thousand overnight. And I was like, what the hell? So, and at this time, I don't want to make any things, but at this time I think I was one of the bigger or the biggest TikToker from Winnipeg proper.
Sure.
I think. I don't know because I was relatively early into TikTok.
Okay. Yeah.
So at this point, I was one of the first. Like every time I would look up the hashtag at Winnipeg, it was always my videos at the front.
Yeah.
Obviously people have like blown over me now.
Yeah.
And sadly, and this is gonna feel thing, I think I deserve a little more credit. I brought TikTok to Winnipeg. But yeah, so then when I hit 100K, a brand reached out to me and was like, hey, we want to like partner with you, and like the deal will work, like we'll take 5% of your profits.
Okay.
And you take other ones. So then right off the bat, I got like 6 brand deals, like right away.
Yeah.
But I never posted any because it was one of those things where you make the video, you send them the video, and they have to approve it.
Oh.
And it wasn't like you get a second chance to make it better. It was we either like it
or you don't,
and you get all the money, or you don't like it, and you get like half the money.
Yeah.
That we said we were going to give you up front. So I made like a little bit, and then like 3 weeks later, I had kind of like, they were like hitting me up every day. They were hitting me up at like wild hours of the night, and it was one of those things where I was like, I had to answer. 3 weeks in, I was like, I think this was like the bad decision.
Yeah.
So I kind of like called up, and I was like, hey, like I was wondering if I could like, because that was a year contract that I had signed.
Oh damn.
I was wondering if I could like, yeah, it was one of those things. If I could like maybe like get out. Like I think I made the wrong decision.
Yeah.
I know my probation period ended like a week ago. Do you think I get out now? They're like, yes, but only if you renegotiate the contract, including the deals that you've already gotten.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what? They're like, yeah. So basically, we keep 5% of the money now, and you only 5%.
Damn. Wow.
So that was, so for all of the like the money. So basically, we worked it out so that I was like I guess I have to oblige. I'm not going to name names because
no, you don't want to do that.
Some big people are under them now.
Okay.
This is when they were just starting out as like a management company, and I was like, okay, that's but okay. So like I gave them that. Then I realized I'd lost my best weapon, which was monetization and stuff. So I got my dad to actually reach out and be kind of like an agent almost.
Yeah.
His thing was I just take the top 10%. And I was like, honestly, better.
Uh-huh.
But like I really couldn't care less. You're my father. He got me a few deals. Again, none of them got posted because for some reason people didn't like the videos I would create for their apps and for their stuff. They just didn't like it. So they were like, yeah, we're just gonna give you like half of the money and then you don't get it.
Oh, okay. But
But some of them were like second chance ones. Like they would like give me another chance and then I would post the video. Um
were you making money?
so yeah, that
Were you making money before all this or no on TikTok?
no.
No. So this was
Like
your first.
on yeah, what a lot of people don't realize that on like live streams you can make money on TikTok.
Okay.
When people send you in those gifts, that has a monetary value.
Yeah.
So I'd made like a bit from that, but I never made any from deals.
Okay.
And then I think like the big one was a Manscaped deal.
Oh,
The video flopped. The video
Mhm.
flopped. It got, I don't even think it broke like 2,000 views in the first day.
yeah.
And it like the engagement on my Instagram was terrible. So I deleted that video
Yeah.
and I would, and because they never like formally sponsored me, it was more like one of the, I knew someone who had gotten sponsored by them.
Sure.
And he said, hey, my friend would like to work with you guys. So they hit me up and they were like, hey, we don't have any like budget left, but what'll happen is like people who use your code, you'll get part of the money from that. And I was like, okay, like that's honestly, that's like fine. And then they finally, this is actually really funny. Like 3 months after that video went out, they sent me the check and it was a lot bigger than I thought. I'm like, who the hell used my code?
Yeah.
And I kind of looked back and I guess I had like not deleted the TikTok or something like that because I thought I had. I deleted the Instagram post. I hadn't deleted the TikTok and it had like blown up, but not in here. It had blown up in Europe. So I was like, what? So I was getting all these like German people and they were like using my code.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like whatever, like that's kind of deadly. But the issue for Manscaped at the time was they didn't do international shipping. So they all had to back order all those orders. And they'd already been working on international shipping. So when international shipping went out is when they sent me the check because that's when the money actually went through. So that was pretty fun to me. So I made like a decent amount on that. And with my final straw was I wanted to do a 24-hour live stream on TikTok where all proceeds and gifts would go towards like a mental health cause. And I reached out to TikTok and I'd had prior communication with them. And they just aired me. Nothing.
Wow.
And I reached my contact at TikTok and I was like, hey, did you guys get my email? They're like, yeah, we did. We're just not interested. I'm like, why? It's like, because you don't have a big enough platform. Like anyone should do something.
Yeah.
And I was like, my average viewership for my live streams is higher than people who have more followers than me. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Viewership was down, and I was kind of like I'm done with this app. If they don't care, if they don't want to at least. It wasn't like, oh, we're looking for someone bigger to do it, to co-host it with you, or we're looking for someone bigger to do it in general. We just don't want to do it. I was like,
wow.
Okay, like what? Like I gave you an idea on a silver platter.
Yeah.
It shows that you care. It shows all this. And there's like 6 charities picked out. And they were just like, no. So that at that point I was kind of just like, yeah, I'm done. Like that was like my final straw. And it was a good like 8-9-ish months stuff that happened. Like it was good.
Yeah.
But I kind of regret all of it, if I'm honest with you. I lost a few decent bucks.
Yeah.
I should have just redone the video, man. That was a bag right there. Oh, it's making me sad because I'm realizing how much better financially I could be. But
like just for like perspective's sake, how big were these bags?
It was in total, so like the 100%, not what I would have taken home, the 100% of all these deals. But
it's not like just you could have
like
grown.
That's better than just like minimum.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
But
you would have got
that stuff is still in my savings account.
Yeah.
I would have gotten the other part of it. I would have gotten the or whatever.
Mhm.
You know how mental that would have been?
That's not.
Dude.
And off
Wait, what's
TikTok. Off TikTok, bro.